We're going to talk Point Boro Panther football with head football coach Brian Staub and junior running back linebacker Jake Croce and senior DN Aiden Ward. Guys, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
I'm a big fan of you, Coach. Now that I'm not coaching, because I don't have to compete against you. Big fan. It's a lot more nicer to be on your sideline than the other sideline playing against you. You're having a great season, Coach. We got so much to talk about. Give me 10 minutes of your time. We're going to go real quick, like your offense.
Sounds good.
Good.
Can't wait.
All right, let's just get right into it because we got a lot to talk about. I want to talk last year first, and then we'll get into this year. You won the South Jersey Group 2 championship, which was a great accomplishment, Coach. And then you played in a regional bowl game, which is new to the state of New Jersey, which is Central Jersey, South Jersey. They play up, and you play at Rutgers. You lost a heartbreaker, 28-27 at Rutgers to Haddonfield. How has that success from last year helped your team this year?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely carried over, and we brought back 16, 17 starters. So, a lot of those guys played in the big games, and they wanted to get back, and they wanted to defend their title. And, obviously, this being the first year with overall Group 2, we wanted to go even further. But the loss to Haddonfield kind of set us up for the off season, and you're hearing about it almost every week. So it just keeps fueling us. But, right now we're just being where our feet are and just taking it one day, one game at a time.
Guys, tell me something about the experience of what you did winning a state championship for your town. And your town loves football. I know that for a fact. Tell me, all right, Jake, you start first. How great of an experience? Let's talk about the win, not the loss. The win. How great was it to win a chip?
There's really nothing like it. Winning a state championship with your brothers you grew up with over a small town, it's just unbelievable. I don't think there's any other experience like it.
Aiden?
Yeah, really to add on to Jake, growing up with everybody, playing football with them for a while, even on the side, like throwing the ball on the turf. It's really a dream come true almost.
Yeah, I mean, Coach, you have such a great teaching tool. You have basically your whole team back, and you were using that as a teaching that we want to not only get here, we want to go higher because now this year you can win to an overall state championship, which never has been done. Wouldn't that be great if you were the first team in the short conference to do something like that?
Oh, absolutely. And we talked about goals, in June when we had our mini camp, and that was at the top. And these guys, they knew the blueprint. The blueprint was weight room. It was special teams. It was coming up, showing up every single day, fourth and goal, everything you got. And they bought in. And, we were so excited about the guys we had returning, but it was how they worked and how consistent they were that really had us, believing that we could do this.
Coach, I remember in the summer you did this workout. Somebody sent me a video of you guys working out on the beach. So I played a little music on it too, and I was getting 20,000 views. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Everybody loves you guys in your workout, but you guys embrace the grind. And I know your coaches real well because you're a real competitive coach and your staff. That these guys embrace the grind, right?
Oh, absolutely. A weight room to us is everything, and they not only do it, but they enjoy it. They love the weight room. It's the best weight room team we've ever had. So the atmosphere, I tell people it's machine-like. There's no talking, no fooling around. They're in there. The accountability is off the chart. They're motivating each other to just go heavier and faster and harder. So it was really special, and that's where it all started.
All right, let's talk about the state of your program right now. You are the defending South Jersey 2 champs. You're 7-0. You're number 4 in the coaches top 20, which came out today. You clinched a share of the Independence division at least, but I know you guys don't like sharing things, and you guys want it all. I know you do. I've seen you guys go after it. Tell me, Coach, is this where you realistically saw yourself after 7 games?
Yeah, I mean, we weren't cocky at all, but we were confident because of the work that they put in on a consistent basis, and the schedule was tougher. But we were excited for that opportunity, and we just came out and competed with each other every single day, and tried to get a little bit better in every phase. And we said if we could just not get cocky, all right, keep working, stay humbled, stay hungry. We thought this was possible.
Now, Jake, you're having a great season, averaging 9.7 yards a carry. Everybody knows you are the main focus of that triple. But I want to hear the offensive linemen and defensive linemen that are blocking for you and making things great for you. All right. So let's hear some names.
The big boys. All right. We'll start from the right. We got Cole Skinner.
I heard of
Temple
him.
Commit.
Yeah.
We got Boom, Charles Davison. The right guard, center Declan Pratt. Left guard, we kind of split it between Michael Smith and Joey Mazzaro. Left tackle, we got Zach Lar, and Aiden Ward would play some tight end sets. And on the defense, we got Boom, we got Slade Smaritano, Connor Reynolds, and Ward at the D line.
You got some dudes, man. I bet. Do you take them out ever after a game, or you're running up a bill as we speak, or with those linemen? They do a lot for you. I mean, you got five guys that are averaging over 10 yards a carry. They're doing something right.
Yes, sir. We did buy them donuts once.
Once, yeah. Aiden, we talked before you got on here. You really climbed the charts in terms of my rankings. I mean, you were like a sleeper guy, and you're not. You're an all-shore caliber kid right now. You're having a great season. My question to you was: Scott Stump and myself were on the sidelines of the Manasquan game 1, and boy, oh boy, we couldn't get over the excitement on the sidelines while you're playing, making plays. You have the coaches high-fiving, chest bumping, slapping. The players were going crazy. Is the intensity like that even at your practices?
100%.
Woo. Unbelievable. I mean, you can't make that up. It was so exciting. The fans were going crazy. The coaches, you guys coming off the field, chest bumping. There was just so much intensity on that sideline. That was something that I really loved watching. Coach, is it really like that? I know you make things competitive, but it was like a lot of passion on that sidelines.
Yeah, and that's what we told the team. That's what we wanted. You know, we want them to have fun during the games, every single one of them, not even just the guys that are on the field, but the sideline guys as well. Our scout team has been outstanding all year, so consistent again, and we want to put on a show, and we want them to have fun and enjoy the moment. So we not only like that, but we do encourage it.
Coach, we've talked many times. When I was a head coach, you were coming up the ranks. You were a younger offensive coordinator, and we talked, and we got pretty close through the years. And when you became the head football coach, I seen you grow, and I really seen you grow. And I'm going to tell you how proud I am of you. You took over the first 3 years. You were 8-16. Is that correct? Right?
Correct.
You flipped it. You flipped it last year to this year, where you built your tradition and your program 17-2 the last 2 years with a state championship and also going after another one right now. What is the secret? How did you flip it all of a sudden like that?
Yeah, I mean, it took time, but number one had to be the weight room. We had to buy in it, and this group, even when they were younger, when they were sophomores, and, Jake was a freshman, we knew it was coming. We also then, special teams were huge, and we had complete buy-in with that. So it was more just timing, growing in the process. These guys saw the process, and it's almost like a player-led program where the accountability is just off the charts. And us as coaches, we get on them, no doubt, we get on them. But they hold each other to a high standard, and that's what separates them, really.
Aiden, this guy over here brags about you all the time when we talk. I want to hear it from you being a senior. You go from 8-16 to winning a state championship to where you are right now. I mean, what did you guys do amongst your players as a leader of the team?
Honestly, everybody, like all the gaps were kind of filled. Like we just had like everyone. Oh, sorry.
You guys were. I mean, your leadership, and you were a guy of action and not a lot of words. Whatever you did, kind of helped guys like Jack and Skinner. Skinner came on the radar late last year. He wasn't a guy that a lot of people knew about. So whatever you did in the weight room, was it you just came there, you did your thing, and led by example?
Yeah, that's honestly what we did. Like,
definitely, yeah. I mean, Coach,
they just showed up day in and day out, and I think it's because they enjoy being around each other so much. That definitely plays a part in it. The small town atmosphere of being together and riding your bikes, and then they go out to eat after, and they're just best friends on and off the field. So the atmosphere is unbelievable. Then they show up, and the efforts never do we ever have to get on them for effort or for attitude. Those are two givens, which is great from a coaching standpoint. And then you mix in talent and belief in the systems, belief in one another. But now you got a chance to do something special. And I think last year with each game we just got more confident, and then we kind of peaked at the right time. And next thing you know, you found yourselves in the state championship, and we played a great all-around game versus Willingboro.
Jack, my question to you: I feel like you've been in a Point Boro program for years, playing as a freshman. How much did you take up? How much do you love knowing that the ball is going to always be given to you or flashed to you in this offense right here?
Can you rephrase that question?
How do you embrace getting the football every play? Because I tried to teach the triple at Barnegat, and the guys couldn't understand what you're putting it in my stomach, and now you're taking it out. It's hard to teach, Coach, being a fullback in Point Boro's offense, but you embrace that. You embrace that role at fullback. Do you like doing that stuff?
Yeah, I feel like it's very interesting. I played it a little bit in AYF, and me and Olfan just kind of took that to the high school level, and so we've been really doing this for a long time. And
Great.
So really, yeah, that's really
I think it's a hard offense to teach for me, being a zone guy. Coach, championship philosophy. Let's get right into it. Run game, great defense, great special teams. That's your championship teams are all about. Let's talk defense. Let's talk your defensive coordinator, Coach Shane O'Connor. All right. Tell me something. Tell me something about him.
He's seeing it, and he's seeing the whole picture. He just has a great feel for what the other offense wants to do. Their top player, and he's got our guys firing on all cylinders. I think we have great team speed. We're physical. We're tough.
Very.
We're just getting so many hats to the football. You watch the film, and you're not even sure who makes the tackle because you just see 4, 5, 6 black or white jerseys around that ball, and we're just playing great team D.
I bet you Aiden's around the football a lot.
Yeah, he's definitely around the football a lot.
Well, how's this, guys? 3.29, and that's not my GPA. That is the average you're giving up. How many points you're giving up this year, Coach? We always talk about your offense, 44.3 points a game, but your defense is something special. I want Aiden. Tell me something. How much do you like playing in Coach's defense, slanting, angling, disrupting the offensive lineman? How much do you love it?
I love it. It's always fun when you're shooting the gap and the guard when you completely go by that guard. It's the best feeling ever. You got a clean shot on the quarterback or the running back.
Because you're dominating at the line of scrimmage, defensive line wise. You really are, guys. Let's talk about other two position groups. Your O-line, defensive line. Your two O-line coaches, Coach Canary and Coach Ryan. Jack, tell me something about those two guys. And I know they're high energy, so you don't have to say that.
They kind of act like brothers. Canary is the older brother, and Coach Ryan's like the younger brother, learning from Coach Canary. And I feel like when Coach Canary gets mad, it's like kind of intimidating, and Coach Ryan's just like,
what's he getting mad about? You only got 7 yards on a play? There's nothing to get mad about.
Perfect. What the coaches love is to be perfect at all times. So, yeah.
Yeah, great. Let's talk defensive line. Let's go Coach Sidepod and Coach Gendel. Tell me something that the average person wouldn't know about those two coaches.
Ward, take it.
All right. Yeah. So Coach Kendall, he's an interesting guy. We got quite the stories about him. You see him, he kind of waddles to practice. Now,
I'm going to be looking at this next time I see him now.
Yeah. But you think he's like a really loud guy. He just minds his own business.
Okay.
Like he'll come up to you, talk to you. They're both very social. Coach Sidepot, he's a state trooper.
Well, that's good to know.
Very social guy, very engaging. open to new ideas too. He helps us out when there's stuff's kind of confusing. So
It's great. You get whatever it is, you got something going great. We always tell our coaches, the kids are robots and they're doing what they're told, and it's working. It's working. All right, let's end this real quick with this. You got a big game Friday night, guys. That's why you're here. All right, it's a big game for them too. Number 7-0 Point Boro, number 4 ranked team versus number 11, 5-2 St. John Vianney. You want to win outright the Independence Division. If they win, they get a share of it. And so it's a big game for them too. You both want to do well in the state playoffs. You got a lot to look forward to. Coach, tell me something about St. John Vianney that maybe the average person wouldn't know.
Yeah, I think most people know this. They have one of the best playmakers in the shore. Senior number 13, Kyle Various.
Yep.
He's dangerous with the ball. Great open field running skills. I think their O-line has good size. They're physical. The quarterback is a big-time athlete, big-time arm. Number 7's all over the field. Linebacker, blocking punts. He's also another ball carrier. Buchanan, 44, hard-nosed linebacker filler. So they got all the pieces. They have the size, well coached. So we're certainly looking forward to the challenge. It's a championship week.
I mean, you look in a mirror, you both got the same philosophy. Run game, good defense, special teams.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, do you know any of the players? Because they're from all over the place. Any of the players from around your area, or do you know them from other sports?
Kyle Various. I played football with him in 8th grade with an all-star team.
Cool.
Ryan Buchanan, he used to play with us for a couple years when we were little, and I just know Christian because of Ryan.
Good. There's a lot of respect from both sides. There really is, and that's what it's all about, Coach. You want to play in a big game leading up into the state playoffs, right?
Yeah. We think this comes at the perfect opportunity to get a good challenge. It's going to be a great atmosphere there, playoff-like. So, for us, we're on to the playoffs. This is a playoff game, and then next week, nothing changes.
This starts the playoffs today,
Absolutely.
Friday. It really does,
Absolutely.
guys. It really does.
Wait.
I'm excited, Coach. Leading up into the all off season, the state expanded their state playoffs. You get to play to a true champion. I'm really jealous. I mean, you got the team to do it too. You just got to make sure Lady Luck up top works with you. Stay healthy. Go to AccuCare. Remember that, to stay healthy. You got to make sure that I talk about my sponsor. But you got a lot to look forward to with that. So I'm going to be on your sidelines. Hopefully, a lot more games because I expect you guys to be, keep winning and all that stuff. So I want to thank you guys for coming on the show. 15 minutes. That's all I needed for you guys. You guys are a hot topic, man. I appreciate it. I owe you guys.
We'll see you soon.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. Guys, thanks a lot. Go Point Boro.